For many years, I've found myself speaking to friends, family, and colleagues to help them make difficult decisions, often helping them to prioritize in complex situations. For the last few years, I've made a career out of this as a strategy and innovation consultant, so it seemed right to share a few thoughts at this time. Having watched the crisis deepen, I suspect many of us are wondering how we will continue with what we're doing. But I believe that now is the time for us to abandon every attempt to carry on as normal and instead put all our energy and effort into repurposing and redeploying our resources to enable us to both survive this crisis and have some sort of capacity once it is over. Looking at the hundreds of billions of pounds the UK government is putting into our economy, it is now clear that this pandemic will cost us all a great deal, both financially and socially. For many of us, our hopes and dreams will no longer be possible. For some, it will cost them their lives. But that cost, as high as it seems now, does not compare to the cost of failure if we do not get this virus under control now and come out of the crisis in reasonable shape for whatever will come next. I'm not convinced anybody yet knows which aspects of our culture and society will remain intact at the end of this, but one that I hope we lose is our notion of heroic leadership, which often causes us to assume leaders have all the knowledge, capabilities, and resilience they need. So to leaders who are feeling overwhelmed with this situation, now is the time to let others know what you need to learn from them and what they can do better than you. And for everyone else, now is the time to support your leaders and to ask whether any of your knowledge or capabilities can fill gaps left by those they don't have. Too much is at stake for us to step away from this challenge. Now is the time to lean in, to count the cost, and to make the difficult decisions. Too much is at stake for us to give up before we achieve everything that is necessary. Now is the time to strengthen ourselves for the time ahead, to build our resilience, to develop new capabilities, to learn new skills and adapt. And too much is at stake for us to fail. Now is the time to shine. So my response has been to prepare as quickly as I could to provide remote support to those involved in crisis decision making, whether that's simply talking things through or undertaking a more in-depth analysis of their situation, or providing more technical support with changing ways of work, business models, and the use of technology. My priority for the time being is to make as positive a contribution as I can to getting us through this crisis. And so I'm prepared to offer any discount that is necessary on my fees. I'll be making more details available soon of what's on offer, but if any of that is of interest to you, feel free to get in touch at any time.